So in a rising competition and saturated market, how do you stand out with this recession and with recession going on?
I mean, it's really, like I said, it took me 10 years to build my network.
Mm.
Majority of the clients that you see with us are all my personal relationships. They jumped with us the minute, one, we had to prove ourselves in the industry, and second of all, it's really about knowing people. Like everyone on my team, I never interviewed any of them. I just knew.
Right,
I
because
know.
you know them before they
Not
even
just knew them
apply.
before. I could speak to them in like 2 minutes
Mm.
and already could tell whether or not you'd be right.
Mm.
It's a gut instinct knowing the fact that are you able to work with the rest of the team? Are you likable? Are you going to show up and be accountable for our big names? Like things like Stephen Bartlett with Zarn, that's a huge deal for us. Like,
Yeah.
are you not gonna mess this up? Like, are you gonna show up to work? Are you gonna do it justice? Are you not gonna take advantage? I think
Mm.
the real thing is you create a work environment for your staff to thrive in.
Mm.
So I do reinvest some of my profits back into doing what they want to do. So
Damn.
yeah,
Oh, your staff members.
yeah, I personally pay for their flights and accommodations to
Do you pay
fly
for
with
their
our
part-time
clients.
degree? Like this guy. Yeah. Hey, I want to level up my knowledge, your part-time degree, Wow, that'd be
Yeah.
crazy, dude. Yeah.
No, I personally like my team gets to fly around. I personally pay for their flights and accommodations. If the client doesn't pay for it, I'll pay for it.
Okay.
I'm not but this is all from the company money. Like I'm not rich,
Yeah.
but I do it because when I was younger, I wish I had that from a job where I felt like important. I could do stuff outside of Hong Kong or Singapore, and they live for it. They love it. They get to. One of our juniors just went to India for one of our clients, and she's really young, but she's mature beyond her age. But at 25 years old, that's something that I don't think another agency would ever give her, I presume.
Yeah, and oftentimes as an entrepreneur, you are like, oh, should I make this decision? But this decision looks equally plausible, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just a constant struggle with yourself.
It is, but you know what it like, and I hate to say this, but when you've been pushed to the deep end,
Yep.
and that's usually the money thing,
Yes.
when you don't have that safety net, your tolerance for crap just goes out the window.
Yeah. You like nothing to lose already, dude.
Yeah, like I can't not tell you how within the 9 months I aged like by 40 years. Yeah. Like I was thinking about this to myself the other day when I was looking at my credit card, my bank account as well. I'm like, oh, it's really nice to have some sort of cash in there. But because money is just an object for you now, it's
It's a tool.
it's a tool, it's a variable, and that's why I'm not afraid to lose it anymore because I've done it once and I've been like
Yeah.
hit really hard. And that's why I think as entrepreneurs, if you're so if you look at your day to day and you look at the money and you're so hard on making hard margins, I think it's great to make sure that it's important to have those margins because obviously you want the survival of the agency to make sure that you don't run out of money. But I think it's like if you're an entrepreneur where it's like, no, I got to make this amount this time,
You're better off a full-time job, man.
yes. And I think that's why sometimes some entrepreneurs don't last.
Yeah.
You can't care about the bottom line materialistically. And that's why going back to creating a certain brand, that's important to me.
And I see that oftentimes, like whenever there's something that close and dear to your heart, right, you also share it on your own social media.
Yeah.
This thing is like it means a lot, and there's that human connection.
I think some people are like, oh, like I had one person come up to me like, you seem like you really, really love your clients. And I'm like, yeah, because it's personal for me. But that also, it's a weakness. When you don't make it about business and you make it personal, when your client leaves you, it'll send me into, like, I'm dreading to the day one of my team members resign. Like, I am dreading it because, like,
Well, it's
eventually.
very common, right, among Gen Zs where they job hop.
Yeah. But we've found Gen Zs who reminded of me actually when I was like their age. But very free spirited. But eventually free-spirited people, they'll need to find something else that fulfills them.
Yes.
It's not necessarily about the money or the job anymore. It's just what's new or what's next. And I've never, even 2 years ago when I started it, I never wavered on that promise. Like, I've always said that when the business grows, so does the team. And I try my very, very best to give, even if they don't ask me for salary raises, I give it to them because they should be paid their worth. But I think there's some people out there that really do take the piss.
Right. Yeah, a lot of companies, like we were discussing about this, like 2-person quit, right? Then the boss will be like, hey, this guy's good. Let this guy tank 3-person's job, something like that. It's very common, right?
Yeah, it's like if you give like your best performing worker more work because you think he can handle, at some point you're just going to give him too much without even realizing.
I mean, to be honest, if I wanted to triple my margins, I could probably do that to my team. But it breaks my heart every time I see them work past 6. I was just like, just go home. And they're like, but we have so much work. And they're the ones who actually want to work overtime. So I'm like, okay, but I mean.
Wow, that's the best. You're a great team, great management, great team.
I hope so.
Most bosses will be the other way around. I want to see my team work after 6. Yes, good slaves. All the way until office at 8.
I mean, honestly, it would solve. I could probably be settled if I really did, but then I'd have no staff. So
yeah.